Hi all, welcome to my channel. I am Mark, this is Mark's Mods, and today guys we are going to be doing our Darth Vader build. So we are going to do stage 5 of Build Darth Vader, and today we have got more work on the mask, more work on the neck. It's a little bit all over the place on what we're working on, but it's good to be having quite a bit to do. Now hopefully there'll be no problems with this one, touch wood. I have gone through the instructions as well just to make sure that I'm getting everything correct after the not so great start we had, but it sometimes does get confusing. But I'm looking forward to this one, I really am. It's starting to become one of my favourite builds, so I can't wait to get over to the build desk, so we'll do that now. So with all that said, let's get modelling. Okay guys, so this is stage 5. We are working on the helmet and the chest panel. So let's get started. So we're going to need the chest panel that we've been working on. And we need this piece here. And all we're going to do is simply place this onto here. We do have some pegs to line this up. I'm just not very good with pegs sometimes. It's definitely going in the correct way, yes. I just reckon the pegs might be a bit too big to go in the holes, so let's just make the holes a little bit bigger. It doesn't matter because we are actually holding this in with a screw when we put it in. But I'll just make these a little bit bigger, and then hopefully we can get them in. I don't want to snap any. Just sometimes they can be a little bit small and hard to get in. I've got one side in. I've got just this last one in corner. Come on. Wow, it's really out of alignment. Right, let's make these a little bit more bigger. They really are out of alignment. And I also think this is warped a bit. So that's why I think it's really important that we make sure we get the pegs in. Just so this isn't so out of alignment. Right, that's in. So if you're having trouble there, just open up the holes a bit and you should be able to get that in. We are securing that in, and we're securing that in with a type G screw just on the back. Now this is a nice flange screw. Okay, so that is what that should look like. Looks pretty impressive. Very nice. Okay, so move that to one side, because like I said, we're a bit all over the place with this one today. We need our neck piece that we worked on previously, and we've got 2 more of these to put on. So I'm going to do the first one. I had a little tip from a guy called Andy, who said about putting these spike things in first. So I'm going to do that because they are quite sharp. So I'm going to try to do that. Okay, so that's one in there. One in there. We need to get our piece. We're going to be putting this on. Okay, so that's on there like so. Then we need this piece here, just like last week. And then we need a D screw. Now, I'm not using the Allen key because I prefer to use my wearer. So not wearer, Oria. It just lets me control it and I can get that in there a lot easier. And a lot quicker as well. Not going to completely over tighten that because we are, in fact, I think that has lost its thread. Right, let's fix that. It didn't really tighten, but it has. Right, I'll deal with that when we've done. Okay, so we need to do the same on the other side. That's going to be quite easy to sort out, to be honest with you. It just shows it never even tightened. That's what was a bit strange about it. But I will look at it off camera and I will work on it. So I'm just putting these little spike things in. Okay, put this piece in. Another type D screw. It doesn't take too much to over talk, to be honest with you. Okay, so I'll sort that other one out off camera. I know which one it is. Okay, so now we're moving on to another piece. So we need this piece here. And we also need this. This is a magnet. A massive magnet. We're just going to place that into there. Not really lying flat much, but I don't think it's going to matter. Oh, it is now if I turned it over. Okay, and then we need to put this cover plate on. Just like so. And then we're screwing that down with 2 E screws, which are here. Okay, so that's that. Need to bring over my builder's cushion next, which is here. Because what we're going to be doing is we're going to be putting this into the bottom of our helmet. If I bring the helmet across and try not to touch this because I don't want to scuff any of the outer side. So I'm just going to go to the top camera. So we're going to be putting this into our helmet. Now we've got a little bit of a notch there. That needs to be facing the back of the helmet. So it's going to go in like so. Then we need to secure that down in there with 4 F screws. Now this is going to be fun, securing this in with a magnet on there. Okay, first screw's gone in. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to go in at the side and not the centre, thus attracting the screws to the magnet. So in at the side, come across, get it in. Making sure them three are tight, which they are. That wasn't too bad. Okay, so that is now in there. Right. Okay, so now we've done that. One of the last things we need to do is we bring over the front of the mask. I call it a mask because that's what he was, the masked Dark Lord. He was, you know, he says in Return Jedi, help me take this mask off. So this is why I call it the mask. Okay, so we need to put these in, if you remember these things. So they are going to be going on. Now I'm just looking at which orientation these are at. I don't know if it matters. And it should just slot in. So that one has. They are marked on the back of these, which ones they are. So it's not going in that way, so we'll try around a different way. Ah, that's gone in. I probably will add a bit of glue to these after, just to make sure that they're in place on the back, because they can pop out quite easily, I've noticed. That one's not wanting to go in there. Let's try the other way around. No, the other way around, it's not wanting to go in there. It should want to go in this way by the looks of it, but I did find difficulties on the other side. Let's just see if this fits into here, and they've got it wrong way around. Fits into there, so they've got that the wrong way around. Okay. Keeping us on his toes. And that one's just popped in. Right, so that's, yeah, I had major difficulties on this side with that one. So I'm going to have to probably glue that off camera. I can actually see the orientation it needs to be in. And it's just not, it sits there, but it just doesn't sit there on its own. So I'll sort that out off camera, but we've got our next mask, we've got our neck section, we've got our center console, and we've also got the helmet that we've worked on in this stage. So guys, that is stage 5 complete. Well guys, that's it for stage 5 of the Darth Vader. Thank you for watching. I did fix them bits as soon as I stopped rolling. So I did actually put them bits onto the mask and made sure that they were all glued in, because they're not really a push fit connection. And I also sorted out that little neck piece. Turned out it actually needed to go in further, did that screw. So that's why it wasn't really biting, because it was a little bit of an angle, but I've sorted it now and everything is looking perfect. So I am really, really happy. And I'm really happy with the build so far. So all good on my part. Anyway guys, if you like this video, please can you give it a massive thumbs up. If you haven't already subscribed, please remember to subscribe and hit the notification bell, and you'll be notified of any future videos. But as for always, stay safe and bye for now.